So, Daki, we have DiNG taking the red side here on defense, and GoHard are going to be playing on the blue side. They're attacking in the fantastic purple and black camo.
Yeah, guess what? DiNG is not seeming to change that much from when they last played this. Udes to A1, 113 to A4, Fe to 15B to C4, then another 113 in E3 that can go to E4, play hold down there. But look at this GoHard lineup, they're all going together. Might even try and push straight through if so they chose.
Oh, they're gathering up and going
They
for
might do
it,
it. They might
Daki.
just push straight across. Knowing DiNG's tactic, they might be able to catch out Shockish.
Shockish and Karitz has got himself up in that area. Shockish could be the first one out. The Batchats around the corner, uncontested. Maga and Zavarchik taking up advanced positions as we see the rest of GoHard cautiously coming round here. Zavarchik gets spotted out and he sees Shockish. First connection and he gets the connection into Shockish. Maga's going to come around the other side. Shockish is going to get caught in a crossbar, but he does kill Zavarchik. Karitz in that Overwatch position, wrecking the Batchat.
A little bit too early from Zavarchik coming out there. They still haven't killed Shockish. They finally do. They need to get Hulknik now as well on the crossing.
Hulknik backing off here, trying to survive, but he's side onto all the guns of GoHard, and he goes down as well. Coca-Cola picking up that kill. GoHard have lost 2 tanks, Batchat and Batchat tier 9. DiNG have lost 2 tanks, FE215B and a 113. Interesting trade as we see Coca-Cola now being focused on GoHard from DiNG.
Yeah, Kaizu here is in trouble, getting clipped between Elian and Breakneck, and he's going to go down. And GoHard here seem to have the read, but not the execution they need.
Kaizu stuck between a rock and a hard place as Karibari is the next one focused down. Positive taking a lot of damage in return. The Crown Wagon adds his Mertorius in the 113 for DiNG as Mary now drops. Positive still standing now. He falls as well. So DiNG 3 tanks to GoHard's 3 tanks. Still anyone's game, but potential advantage with DiNG. It depends how much Karitz can do here again.
Yeah, Karitz is the tier 8 tank, obviously, and he has to perform very well. I think he might get a shot here onto the back of Nile. I don't think he's even spotted. Udes, there we go. Big damage coming out, and now Elian clipping onto Nile as well.
Elian jumping into Nile here. Can he get the shots out? One more shot from Elian. He should get the killing shot, but Nile's got himself safe. But no, Karitz in that Udis, as we said, providing that extra additional overwatch for his team, pulling a blinder out, and it looks like DiNG have wrestled control of this match from GoHard.
Bad execution here all around from GoHard. Kaizu, Zavarchik, Maga. It seemed like they had the read on what the tactic was, but it didn't seem the execution was there because they lost Zavarchik before anything even happened. Seemed to be a two-way prone attack, but it's not over just yet. The Coca-Cola can survive here.
Coca-Cola doing a drive-by and Elian came off the reload and got one into Coca-Cola and one into Failware, but there's Breakneck on the covering fire into Failware as Karitz comes round to shoot into Failware. Karitz taking some damage himself. He can get the killing shot here on Failware. No, he missed! Karitz, can you get another one in, mate? He's not spotted, or he is spotted now. Failware. Oh, wait a minute. Coca-Cola down, Mr. President, jumping in front of Failware there and taking the killing shot. Not sure if that was the best of moves.
Breakneck will probably try and finish the game here together with Karitz. They are more than 4 shots, so Failware can kill 1, but he can't kill 2.
He can't kill both, Daki.
Look, we have the red contours back. I mean, blue in this case, but not matters much. Break picks up Failware, and I think we could all see there that there was a few little mistakes, little mistake to make, coming out from GoHard. The plan was spot on. It was bellissimo, very, very good. But the issue wasn't the fact that Zavarchik was like, okay, let's go. And the other guys were like, wait, what?
Zavarchik, back to good old Zavarchik.
Honestly,
I would say he's probably a fantastic pick for fantasy teams right now.
It depends really what the call was. If Zavarchik said like 5 seconds before, okay, go, 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 and he goes from one side.
I think the call was just Zavarchik on TeamSpeak going, YOLO!
No,
Zavarchik,
no. All that needed to happen was Zavarchik and Maga to push around at the same time, focus down Shockish, while the 50Bs clip onto Hulknik. The Udes will get spotted at one point. At least one of the Batchats would survive, but they didn't. Both of them died. That was big mistake 1. They got Hulknik, they got Shockish, but then Kaizu just drove in between Elian and Breakneck is like, you want a T57 for free? Well, have mine. It's on sale. It's on discount. You can get it for nothing. He's like, oh, wait, Breakneck's behind me. This Batchat. I should not have seen that coming.
let's have a look at damage actually, Daki, and see what Karitz was able to pull out the bag this time round for the team.
Elian.
5th place there. Elian doing well for your fantasy team. Failware doing well for my fantasy team.
I don't have Elian.
You don't have Elian, do you? No. Who has Elian? You have... Mojo has Elian. Well played, Mojo. Okay.
Really?
Yep. Failware coming in seconds. That's good for me. Then Caribari.
Where's
4th
Niall,
for
man?
you.
Where's Niall?
Karitz, I mean, if you had Karitz in your fantasy team,
Yeah,
last,
that's good,
it would have been
good.
good if you had him this time round. If you dropped Karitz, however, for Zafarchek, and Zafarchek coming 13th, then that wouldn't be a good exchange. I'm highlighting this because Wojciech, our lead admin, put Zafarchek in his team this week, and we said why. Well, there we go. High five, Wojciech.
But you can see there, the 3 players I highlighted that made mistakes, all 3 doing no damage whatsoever. Niall, he got a little bit. We'll forgive him for now, but if they did that push correctly, it was a complete read.
With Kaiser there, 420, you'd expect the damage to be higher.
Because yeah, usually 420 sets them on fire.
Right, going into
I could see a little bit of smoke coming out there.
round 2 here on Ghost Town. Teams are going to swap positions round now, so we're going to see...
I'm still upset by the last one. I don't want to move on from that last one. That was... It looked so good. I was like, yeah, GoHard, you're doing
nice.
well. And then
Nice,
they're
the
like,
push they had.
and then they're like, no, let's not win the round where we completely read DiNG. Let's just, like, yay!
It's like taking the pin out the grenade and then throwing the pin.
Pretty much.
Now,
Accurate.
let's have a look at the lineups for round 2 here. We're going to see DiNG
No,
attacking.
right, let's go back to round 1. Let's go.
DiNG attacking, GoHard defending, and GoHard pulling out the Udis as well. How much alpha does that thing have? Is it about 600 and something, or was I just seeing that? Is it a high damage gun?
600?
Oh, I don't know. No, it was 600. I'm getting mixed up with damage, but does it do a high alpha?
Yeah, around.
About 400 maybe, 300? I don't know.
I think it's,
Chat right now going to be going mental because we don't know the damage. I do apologise if not played the tank.
I think it's I haven't played it either.
Be careful here because when you got the damage stats wrong last time,
390 gun.
Chat was going like nuts because you got the i7 wrong.
I think it's i7 is. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Okay, let's jump into round 2 here, Daki. Can GoHard pull out a repeat performance in the Udis? It's the Zafarchak that's going to be into it. I thought perhaps Annihilator would be playing it, but Annihilator's playing in E100.
Let's hope Niall can do some good stuff here. Zafarchak and the Udas going to be doing that, I think. DiNG, looking at it right now, they're going to go south first, trying to catch maybe somebody from GoHard off guard if they can. But GoHard, look at the amount of tanks they're standing there. I don't think that'll be an option. Perhaps bait the cap with the T9 Batcha, get a rotation now, catch somebody off guard. As long as they don't do it like Isuba and stay too long in that area, this should be okay. And Elian on the Tier 9 Batcha, that's always surprising to me.
DiNG, red team attacking here against GoHard, blue defending. Maga getting spotted out here and getting hit, 402, but the return fire from Caribari and Failware picking out Breakneck, who's having to back off from that position. That was really good overwatch here from Caribari and Failware. They were expecting that. Breakneck taking a huge amount of damage. Maga taking a lot of damage in return on GoHard as he's trying to get shots into the AMX 50Bs as Mertorius takes another shot now as well. Maga running for his life, but the tanks from DiNG are having to pop out to extend them. Bold from Mertorius, there still could be the crossfire, but Caribari's actually on a reload.
Caribari should be going very aggressive now towards K1 to support his Batchat. Honestly, Break should have taken more damage there. You saw the first 3 shots, I think, not connecting. I think even 1 critical hit, and that was very disastrous. Breakneck could have been on 400 HP, but the trade is even. Yes, Maga is low HP, but they took damage on Positive, they took damage on Meritorious, they took damage on Breakneck. Maga can just sit back, and I think GoHard is going to do something similar to Swift. I mean, in that sense, you can't let them get out of there.
Karitz in the T10 getting shot in the face there from Annihilator as he just drives through the middle of the map. Return shot, Annihilator actually loses his gunner. There's a crossbar coming in. Annihilator is exposed and cut out on the open on his own. He's going to go down. He's tracked at the moment, Daki. One more shot and he gets dropped for nothing there pretty much for GoHard.
Yeah, it was very, very bad. Niall crossing through there. They need to make a play now, get some tanks out. Shocker seems to be the target, but Elian in the Tier 9 Batchet is supporting as well. They need to take down the tanks. They have an HP lead though.
Kaizu's going to get the kill into Shockers, but it's actually Caribari that picks up the kill as we see a counter push here from GoHard to try and sacrifice or try and get something back from Annihilator's sacrifice here. Kaizu taking damages FV215B as Karitz gets more damage in the T10 there on DiNG. Alien now being focused, lost a lot of modules there. 160 damage. What was that?
HE ammo from the FE215B not connecting. That would have been 500 plus if it did, but it didn't. So Kaizu trying to go for extra damage there, but it not working out. Breakneck now taking the angle with positive, and GoHard needs to be careful not to get surrounded in this area. They made some bad trades, and even though bad trades in the beginning from Maga and Nile, they're still HP lead right now.
Caribari being focused at the moment. He's tracked, he's side on, he's taking a lot of damage. One more hit and he's dead. Mertorius picking up the kill there. Mary takes a little bit of damage back in return. Everyone on DiNG down on low health. They've only lost one tank in Shockish, but so many tanks on low health. GoHard in return are starting to lose all the health as well, as both Kaizu and Coca-Collapse are focused. Coca-Collapse now gets dropped. Kaizu could drop any second now. In return, DiNG have also lost another tank. Alien's now down to one shot as well. This is going right to the edge, Daki.
Yeah, but I think GoHard is going to go down here positive. Gets Maga, will get Kaizu on the second shot, and that's just a Farchik left standing with all the HP. And this round, again, lost by some disastrous plays coming out from certain GoHard players. Well, this could have been, should have been even maybe 1-1, 2-0 for GoHard, but, you know, again, Maga... Well, his play was to spot a Breakneck, but then the 50Bs didn't connect, which was disastrous to begin with, because that was the entire play, and they missed like 3 shots on him. Then Niall's like taking a cruise through the middle of the map, like, Humpty Dumpty Dum. Why would there be anybody on my side? I don't know. Oh, damn it, they're everywhere. Literally a quote from Samosa. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. The enemy team spotted me. Wow.
They're everywhere.
There's 15 other tanks here.
I don't know. Niall could have won that round for his team if he played it right. I mean, he got a connection.
One shot, yeah.
But even after that, it became close. But they just bury full HP. No words. No words. Unbelievable.
Let's have a look at the damage done, Daki, in that round and see where it all came from and where it didn't come from, more importantly.
Mary just got to farm 5.2k
Mary,
damage.
5.2 almost. That is ridiculous. 3 kills as well.
Alien, again, great performance from him as well. But Mary should never have been allowed to farm 5.2k damage right there and then. It's disastrous.
Kerry Berry, top damage there on GoHard.
Doesn't matter if he stopped damage, he had full HP, he got double tracked because of a bad peek, threw away his tank that could have changed the game. 2.1k damage is not an excuse for throwing away a full HP tank like that. Not enough from him.
Well, I tell you what, Daki, if I had Annihilator in my fantasy team right now, I'd be pretty upset.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck! Oh, the memes, Daki. We'll let that one slide. I thought you nearly said. No. Zafarchik not able to repeat Karit's performance there in the Udis, and Shockish, an absolutely shocking performance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It looked like Positive was going to do potentially high damage, but he only just picked up the kills.
But honestly,
he was
like,
kill stealing.
Break should have been lower HP. The counter push from GoHard was correct. Niall should not have been in the open. If he's like with his team, they probably continue pushing forwards. For one, Alien dies. Second of all, Kaizu trying to shoot HE in a match against DiNG against the 2-9 Batchat.
Was bold. I mean, Alien took a heck of a lot of module and crew damage.
Bold strategy, but it didn't work out. That damage could make the difference as well. Again, 3-4 mistakes that really lost GoHard this round. They were playing well. They seem to be making the right moves, but there is mistakes on a personal level coming out from multiple players. And Niall said yesterday, I shouldn't be too harsh on him. Well, Niall, you're going to have to do better than this.
Okay, Daki, we're now going to go into Prokhorovka here. Let's have a look at the lineups, tanks being used. Any surprises here?
Yeah.
Now, I did... Oh, what the fuck? Double mouse on attack?
Yeah, double mouse on attack. Okay,
alright, explain this one. Explain this one.
I have no idea, man. Like, honestly, like...
I was just going to say, on the Russian side, they had 2 S tanks.
It's like... This is like
is that a distraction, really?
No, it's like I guess like maybe go on 2-line with the mouses, you know, block the shots and then rush through with the 3 bad shots with the E5 in the middle. That is the most obvious thing. You can park them on the eastern cap, but they're just gonna get shot down to pieces. I guess it has to be 1 2-line play.
Well, let's see what GoHard are going to do here. We can jump into Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka, one of the first maps in the game. Teams start at the regular spawn points as they do in standard battles. Bases are separated from each other by the railway, so the defending team has to choose whether to send their vehicles to the left side, playing them in the centre, or to the right of the railway, occupying the hill and a part of the village. The attacking team usually attacks the first base. However, the teams often go for face-to-face confrontations, 7-on-7, in the hilly terrain at the centre. That's why both teams frequently use vehicles with good gun depression angles and sturdy turrets.
Good gun depression angles, sturdy turrets. I'm not sure if that's quite what the mouse qualifies for. DiNG, red team defending against GoHard, blue team attacking.
I just wanted them to at least go 1-2 line with the mouses. Makes some sense, but okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They're going to drive middle with the mouses. Okay.
I love this. I love this when there's stuff new and you and Mojo are like, what? I don't know. Like, what's going on?
Honestly, what it looks like right now is the mouses will join the E5 in the middle and then push straight over into the heavy tanks of DiNG. Perhaps with the Batchats trying to come from the side or the flank to try and take down these heavy tanks or rush 1-2 line, kill the RU and get towards Hooknik in the STRV. He might do 4 shots before he get close, but then they will lose the STRV, they will lose the RU, and they should lose both heavy tanks as well. Ideally, that's what they were going for, but yeah.
Oh, Annihilator taking damage already from Mertorius there. Going straight through the, looks like the side of the turret. And another one there takes out his gunner. Oh man, he's getting annihilated, Daki.
Zafarchik getting annihilated as well on the hill.
Oh, Zafarchik.
He's dead.
1 more, 2 more.
No, he's okay.
He survives, 404 health, but he is on a 1-shot now. Still spotted though.
But there's the move from the Batchats in the 1-2 line. The E5 pushed over as well into that hold-on area. I think the mouses are going to push straight into these heavy tanks. It wouldn't surprise me.
These triple Batchats just waiting to get a spot on something like Karitz. Karitz is moving, has to be very careful here because the gun lines will come out and shoot really quickly. Kaizu coming over here, getting a shot into Mertorius. Coca-Cola's taking damage in his E5.
Come on, Batchats, we need to go.
Annihilator taking another damage shot as well. Kaizu now being focused now. S-Tank just being able to farm damage, shooting straight through the front of it. Kaizu getting absolutely wrecked in his mouse. He goes down, first casualty of the game. Whatever GoHard planned here, it is not working. You cannot do fancy tactics against DiNG. They are really good at receiving stuff like this.
The SDRV just goes straight through that armor with that gun. And the Batchats are way too slow for this. They needed to go in when Kaizu was taking the damage. Now they need to make up, but Elian's already in position. Hooknik is as well. I think GoHard gonna lose a lot for this, if not everything.
Big miss there from Hooknik. He could have connected into Kari Barry. He gets another shot into Kari Barry. However, Failware driving out in the middle. Hooknik might switch targets into Failware here. He does get a kill here. Karitz is dropped in the RU, but now Kari Barry's going to go down to the crossfire of Elian and Hooknik. Maga's the only one left, but he's just about to go on a reload. 1 more shot, and that's it. Breakneck can now jump into him. Hooknik can just sit back and farm damage into him. Then Zafarchik's going to be the next one to fall. GoHard only have 2 tanks left. This was not a smart tactic. Double mouse, not something really any good here, Daki. It reminds me of the T95 tactic from Rusty Roster.
This is the silent cast now. This is a full silent cast.
You triggered, Daki? I mean, GoHard, you're... I'm sure there was a plan here. I'm sure there was something practiced as to how it was meant to work.
Ryan, you want me to show you GoHard's plan?
Ha! Okay, I thought the plan was this.
An empty sheet of paper. An empty sheet of paper. I mean, I guess I get the gist of things.
Yeah.
Going with the mouses in the middle, trying to distract the heavies so your Batchats can push. You know what doesn't work though? When your mouse is already taking all the damage and your Batchats are not even halfway there.
I mean,
seems a little bit of miscommunication there.
Annihilator took about 4 shots, 3 shots before he even got there.
But the
then
thing is,
Kaizu rolled over in that area that's just so easy to crossfire.
What they wanted to do is the mouses come into the middle area. The mouses take all the damage from the heavy tanks, but survive for as long as they can. In the meantime, the Batchats push the 1-2 line, take down the STRV, take down the RU-251. The heavy tanks, if they're not dead yet at that point, get shot in the side by the Batchats who will come off reload. The thing is, Kaizu was dead, Nile had no HP. Collapse was getting
Collapsed on.
collapsed on, and then the bat shots came into 1-2 line, and it was like Alien was already
a bit
there.
more of
Koritz
a-
was sitting there, and Hooknik was like clicky, click, click. You know the thing is that STRV with premium ammunition goes straight through the mouse. Like,
Hulknick was just
it-
like, this is beautiful.
literally,
This is
shoot,
beautiful.
if you shoot at the front of the mouse with the tier 10 Swedish CD, you'll go straight through it almost every single shot. Frontal hull, turret, doesn't matter.
Let's have a look at the stats and just see how much damage Hulknick did there in that S-tank at the back there.
What a surprise.
4.1k with 3 kills. Perfect situation for him. Shockish as well on the IS-7, just able to shoot into those big fat HP targets of the mouse. Coca-Collapse, the next highest one for GoHard there. It's back to the old throw hard saying, Decky, really, isn't it? We didn't want to really bring that up this season, but guys, like, what the hell was this tactic all about? I'm sure afterwards somebody's going to message Daki or Mojo and say, well, this is what we wanted to do, or this is how it should have gone, but DiNG are really experts at reading stuff like that.
Have to congratulate Koritz there, doing more than 2 mouse as a bachelor on RU251.
A big high five as well to Zavarchek, and hello, Wojtek, for sticking him in your team this week. Failware came second bottom though, so that's not going well for me. Them's the breaks.
Well, let's hope we get some better stuff from GoHard in the next round, because this is going downhill rather quickly.
It is. It's going home rather than going hard. Round 2 here on Prokhorovka. Teams are going to switch sides. Let's have a look at the lineups and see if there's any shenanigans here from GoHard this time round. No, it's a fairly standard lineup.
Thank God. Standard lineup from GoHard, standard lineup from DiNG. 113 I7 140. They can do whatever they want with that. They can go 1-2 line, push the I7 in there, or the 113. They can also go eastern side. It kind of depends. There's no Kranwagen from GoHard, so I think DiNG might even attempt an eastern side play if GoHard allows them to do this.
Well, let's find out as we can jump into the action here. DiNG attacking red side against GoHard defending on the blue side. Now, normally, as I was saying to Mojo before this match, it starts off in the north-south spawn, but Daki always ends up usually in an east-west fight sometimes, doesn't it?
But so far, DiNG just going standard. 113 to the middle, I7 to the middle, RU to the east, and Batcha to the east as well. Koritz will probably go to F90. There's a little bit of a hold-down area there where he can check if there is somebody in D8. He peeks up. If he gets spotted, there is somebody in D8, which is a fairly common standard tactic for the defending team. He will soon realize that there is nobody there, though.
Failware in the bush. Failware Kemp, bush, and Batchat. Just wait to see who you can spot out. Mertorius doing a bit of blind firing there, Daki, it looks like. Or is it maybe shooting at Maga?
Maybe shooting at Maga.
Breakneck playing the middle area here. Shockish over to his right. Kaizu in the gorilla. I'm surprised we wouldn't see perhaps Nio in the gorilla. He used to play that quite a lot last season.
I think Kaizu will be playing it mainly. But Zafarchik just in a bush, spotting it out. Koritz now going back. Will probably go spot the middle. What they might do is send Koritz in first as the suicide spotter into the 1-2 line, trying to clear out the bushes. If you clear out the bushes, that allows you to push towards C1, where there is a hold down and you can play against the GoHard tanks. Gonna have to see if that is the play for DiNG.
Karibari and Annihilator are red line sniping, Daki. They are so far back, they're almost in minus A.
Well, Barry knows what it's like to be in the red line.
Koritz, you're going to have to sacrifice yourself at some point, embrace your inner Zafarchik, and just go for it. Look at this. Look at that. Look how Karibari's positioning.
He's almost... he's trying to cross the red line at this point.
It's like warships. He's trying to get half out the map to avoid shots. As Annihilator backs into the red line as well. Lads. Kemp
Well,
bush.
they're obviously sitting this far back because they have a bush in front of them. Obviously 15 meters behind the bush when you can't spot through it anymore. You know you're behind the bush when you can't look through it anymore.
Yeah.
Like when you can't see through the bush, then you keep camo value. There goes Koritz.
Crease is spotted, he sees nothing in front, he will run in right into Failware. No proxy spot on Failware, backs off Carry Barry and Annihilator don't actually have the shots on Crease. They're literally so far back, there's enough of a defilate for Crease to avoid the shots.
Well, Niall did make a shot, didn't connect it. So he either grabs reload right now, or he will only have 4 shots when the fight starts.
I think he's going straight for reload.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Shocky's just taking damage from somewhere. I guess maybe from
E5.
Failware.
I think from the E5, Maga. Maybe some HE even from the Gorilla. But that probably was Maga.
Okay. Now, if you're DiNG, Daki, how do you break through this GoHard lineup?
1-1-3 back to 1-2 line, maybe? Or just push the 140 first. You kind of have to make a gamble. It depends if they know where Kaizu is. If Kaizu made some blind shots, that kind of tells them where he is. That might be a play, but I don't know. I wouldn't really go 1-2 line. Like I always say, that's a better play right now because of no Crown Wagon on GoHard side. Is almost to go Eastern side, something like Swift did with the Gorilla, and punish any peek over the rails because E5 and I7 can be punished. HE ammo coming out from Shukish to 252. That's a nice amount of HE damage.
That actually looked like it came from the left side.
Oh, Hooknick. Hooknick and the Gorilla, sorry.
Okay.
Is that a Shukish or...
Yeah, it was the left side it came from, so I was trying to
So
work
it's-
out which
so
single
it's
shooter
Hook.
was there. So it's Elon and Positive are in the bat chats.
Hook is there as well in the Gorilla, and with HE ammo he can obviously do pretty well.
Yep, it's quite a nice shot there. Now, Alien a bit further forward, Positive moving up slowly as well. Hulknick tried to get another shot there on Coca-Cola apps and missed. DiNG taking this one very cautiously. It seems to be that DiNG know GoHard are grouped up in that top corner area. Breakneck and Coca-Cola spotting out each other. Shocky still spotted. Karit's pushing over the hill here on the right hand side. Daki, will he get spotted out by Zavarchik?
Only when he comes pretty close. I mean, he needs to come closer. Not much, but he needs to come closer. It depends on like also how Zavarchik is sitting in the bush, because we see those kind of bait plays where you sit behind a secondary bush so you can't spawn. But looking at it, if Koritz comes towards the 0 line, like all the way to D0, he should be able to spot him out.
If the 1390 and RU were to go one-on-one, who would win that one?
1390.
He would to get the clip out.
Yeah.
Well, Kreitz is spotted, so he's going to know somebody's over there. I guess he's going to assume it's Zavarchik, because Zavarchik hasn't been spotted all game.
But look at 113, what he is doing.
Breakneck taking damage as moves across, so does Mary, as is Maga getting 2 shots into him. Mary taking another shot there. Breakneck now getting caught out by Failware, who's right in front of him. Breakneck's like, the trap is sprung. Failware clipping out. Breakneck is going to go down to a lot of damage here. Alien taking a massive amount of damage as well as he pushed up in his bat chat. Coca-Cola gets the kill. All 3 tanks of DiNG falling in quick succession. GoHard waiting patiently to spring that trap, and he's managed to pick up 3 tanks in return for it.
Yeah, that was very, very clean stuff there. Zavarchik won the one-on-one in the meantime on the eastern side with just 9 HP. Positive now driving forwards. Gets Failware, but he won't be able to do much more. And DiNG decided to go for the 1-2 line play. Did say it was the worst of the 2 to go for, because even Kaizu relocated to 8-3 at that point, and you could just see the damage that came out of that lineup. And finally, GoHard holding on.
GoHard able to get a convincing win here. Looks like they'll finish on about 7,000 health. 5 tanks, 6 tanks actually available to them. Zavarchik surviving on 9 HP. Hulknick now the only tank left for DiNG, and he is gone. So GoHard, brilliant recovery there on this map to be able to try and get a bit more pride, if anything, considering the way they've been playing in the first 3 rounds.
If only now they would have won one of the last 2 rounds.
True, but I mean it's still potentially there. It's still there.
Yeah, but looking with Runeberg being the last map, you need to... GoHard needs to go 3-3 here.
Steps next as well.
So they need to win the next 2 rounds, because Runeberg, it's one of those maps, defensive side always going to have the advantage. So GoHard needs to, right now, pick up steps.
And here's the thing as well, GoHard, when they're on attack in Runeberg, they're notorious for trying to do that top cap rush and getting wrecked. Usually Carry Barry's the first one to die.
I don't think they'll be going for that anymore.
Well, let's have a look at stats this time round and see the damage done there by GoHard. They were fully in control of that match, so I expect top 3 to be GoHard players.
I expect maybe even top 7 to be GoHard. Almost.
Top 4, Kaizu, Coca-Cola, Caribari getting a little bit further up the table there, and Annihilator finally makes it onto page 1, Daki.
Failware didn't do much better. Don't even speak about this. Do you have anybody else except for Failware?
I have Failware, and only in this one I only have Failware. It's Mojo. Mojo has positive, Alien, and Breakneck.
Rip.
It's
a far check.
It's a far check. A little
well, the
bit
only
lower
thing
down.
he did was 1v1 the RU.
Alien this time round is last place, not even getting a single shot out.
Rip Mojo.
I mean,
it doesn't matter how many.
Alien's been doing good in the previous
Yeah, but
one,
if
so.
you have 1-0 damage game, like you have a 3k damage game, which is good, and then you do 0, that's 1.5k average.
Yep, that's not so great. I suppose it's better than the average. It probably is a far check is holding right now, but hey.
Or Nile at that point.
Or Nile as well. Rip. Rip.
I know somebody that's getting sold.
Now, we're going to go into steps, Daki. Wide open map, important climbs.
DiNG was super dominant on this last season, if you remember. Like, they were seriously the best team in the league by far on steps. Now, this season, they haven't played it so far. So I have to see if they can continue the same trend from last season. Because last season, I think they had pretty much 100% win ratio throughout the season.
They were very strong.
But GoHard have looked strong on it so far this season. So we're going to have to see about it.
Let's see. I mean, I'm interested to see if there's any artillery used. Let's have a look at the lineups and see what the teams are bringing. No Arty. Okay.
No Arty plays into the favor of GoHard, I think. Because of the Kranwagen, because of the 113, you know, those tanks, you want them to go towards the rails and hold that position. Now, DiNG only has 113 to fight there and 5 bat shots, so they're going to have to make a push maybe or a counterplay somehow. If GoHard's RU can climb, maybe even a bat shot on A7 if they get there. I think they are in the advantage because the Kran can literally remove 1 bat shot and the 113. If they can hold rails and get an RU on the eastern side, it should be fine. Should be.
Should be.
I didn't say they will. They should be fine.
As Mojo would like to say, shoulda, coulda, woulda, or shoulda, woulda, coulda. Interesting. It's going to be 5 bat chats against 4 bat chats and a Kranwagen here for the main damage coming out. GoHard. I mean, they want to sacrifice something. If not, DiNG are going to go ahead onto match point.
They need the next 2 rounds.
Well, let's find out who's going to win this one. We can go down to map 3 now, which is steps.
Steps, the most open map in the league. The attacking team appears near the rocks at the bottom of the map, and the defending team starts at the top. Bases are located near the railway and on the green. The best way to control them is to use the lowland near the second base. The attacking team usually begins the attack from the rocks and the railway, but sometimes they can attack through the green. Teams often drag vehicles from flank to flank, so both teams usually pick light vehicles with a good camouflage rating, but sometimes use tanks with a strong turret and even SPGs.
And even SPGs, but we're seeing none this time round as DiNG, red team, are going to be on the attack. GoHard, blue team, are going to be defending Daki, and are they going to make any initial climbs? Looks like Zafarchek is going to be doing the first one here.
Yeah, GoHard just has to be careful because of... oh, actually, they're not going all the way off the rails. They're just waiting. They're making a sort of trap, I guess. Well, not really a trap. They're just sending the 113 Kranwagen forwards and then hoping that DiNG will peek on them. We saw DiNG very successfully beat tactics like this the last season where they just killed the heavy tanks and then shot down the batches that tried to run away. So let's see if they can make it work. Zafarchik, I think, made the climb at this point, or at least it looks like that. So they have that. So there is that here for both these teams. Now Niall will go to the end of the rails. Most likely at one point Collapse will sit behind him in the hold down. Zafarchik has made the climb positive, made the climb here on K1. So that is good stuff here.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see if GoHard can break through on DiNG. I mean, DiNG are setting up here on the left-hand side of the map.
Great.
So, Kreitz gets picked out there. Kaizu getting the killing shot. Annihilator actually getting himself tracked in the Kranwagen. Repairs it, drops back over the rails. That's a bit of an overextension from Kreitz, and that's twice he's done this now on steps.
Yeah, the batch has just had an angle on him where he got stuck a little bit on the terrain and he got shot down instantly by that. Now, DiNG has to figure out what they want to do because they are down 1 tank. It's not over yet, but losing the RU, It's always a vital point in this round.
Yep, it'll be super important not to have that scout available to them. Now, I mean, how long are DiNG going to hang around this area, Daki?
Not long. They're running away now. They might take some damage on the way out. Mary is the one. He takes a big shot from a 1-1-3 there. They're now relocating back in towards the middle, and honestly, I don't see a real way out here for DiNG because they can't push the rails because the Kranwagen 1-1-3 combination is just too good. Failware is making the climb in the meantime as well, so they will lose that side for sure. Zafarchik is in the RU, and unless they have binos, which I need to check actually at the same time on Shokish, which they don't, he just has optics on the 1-1-3, they shouldn't be able to spot Zafarchik in the RU on that 0 line. So all options are closed and they shall not pass.
I mean, if you're taking the 1-1-3 or you're taking the IS-7, is it pretty much essential that you have to take binos, Daki?
Depends on your strategy. I mean, if there is a heavy tank, it depends on the strategy. Honestly, if you want to go east, if you want to go eastern side, then you need binos because we saw what happened to teams that didn't before. And if you want to spot that RU on A0 without binos, it's not going to work out. And Positive and Hooknik are trying to make a counterplay here, but yeah, that's not going to work in their favor.
Positive spotted here. 420, no fire. He's really lucky. Hulknick getting shots into Kaizu. Kaizu taking a lot of damage as he runs away. Maga coming in to try and get shots right into the face of Positive, but Positive's in a crossfire. Shots coming from Failware and Coca-Collapse as well. As we see Alien taking damage now as well. He's tracked. He's dead as well. Caught out in the open. Caribari picking up the kill there. Now, GoHard only took a little bit of damage back on return of those tanks. Kaizu taking the majority of it, but GoHard with 7 guns available. DiNG now with only 4. And of that, those 2 of the tanks have already down on half health.
Like I said, this round was pretty much over when Failware made the climb because he can lock down that side so effectively. They could even pull back if they want to. Break here in this position. I mean, DiNG, 5,000 HP down at this point. Not much to be done. Hulknik taking some more damage as well. I mean, really, DiNG can't do anything rather than just think about the next round on steps because they've lost this one.
Caribari picking up a 2nd kill there, Daki. You must be happy.
Niall, come on, my friend, just push forwards, Niall. Push forwards, go get some damage.
Push forward and die, Niall. It'll be hilarious.
Niall needs damage.
He's got a broken gun, Daki, so he's not going to be able to do much damage as he takes one in the face there from Breakneck and Mojo's team.
I think it was even Shokish that connected with the 1-1-3, but not that it matters much. Niall is not going to do much damage here, but Barry might, so there's that. So Barry might get onto the side here of Shokish.
Barry, we're ready for the carry. Nope! Barry takes one in the face from Mary.
Don't say that, Ryan. Don't say it. Just need Barry to go unspotted, clip onto the side of Shokish.
Come on, Failware, that's what we need.
Not really.
Caribari down here, pinned in Mertoris, but Caribari being perma-spotted. He's desperate to get those shots in. The rest of GoHard playing super defensive here. I'm not quite sure, Daki, why they don't just push in. They know it's 7 on 3.
Well, you wanna beat down your opponent, you know? They have to attack, so whether they attack or not, you know, if they don't attack, they lose.
Yeah, plays into GoHard's
So
favour if they just sit back, yeah.
You can just let them be like, okay, well, they have to go for us. Well, we don't really care.
Mary and Caribari trading off here. Mary actually getting the shot and Caribari not taking one back in return. Carrie's kind of being outplayed at the moment by Mary.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, Carrie, nice driving, mate.
Barry? Barry, are you okay? Barry, do you need a doctor?
Oh, DiNG. DiNG need to do something here, but there's not really much they can do, is it?
There's nothing they can do. This is all just, you know,
tracked by Coca-Cola.
End of the round, talking about the next one possibly. Like, DiNG can't win this unless GoHard decide to jump off a cliff one by one, which I doubt they're going to do at this point. I mean, Zafarchik perhaps, but the rest of them, I don't know.
Zafarchik, maybe. Zafarchik's always a random factor in these battles right now. Caribari getting a flank on Breakneck. They spot each other out, so Caribari's sneaky little flank wasn't done, but Breakneck is wide open here. Carry can trade with him, but he doesn't have the HP to do it if Break wants to go for it. Really interesting to see how that's going to go.
Barry is dead, boys. Barry is going down.
Barry's going to be outplayed here by Mary once again. Daki, what's happening to your boy?
No, not sure.
Carry, no carry, Barry. He had 2 kills before that, to be fair though. But yeah, he was in Mary's pocket the entire fight down the south of the map. DiNG trying to get back into it, but they just don't have HP to trade unless they can get picks on Annihilator and Kaizu. But even then, they still have Maga, Failware, and Coca-Cola on full health. Not an envious position to be in, as Breakneck gets spotted by Zafarchik, can't spot him in return, but knows where he is.
I mean, really, there's nothing to be done here for DiNG. This is just wasting time at this point. So, not much to talk about. We can go over what happened. Kuritz goes down. DiNG doesn't see an option. Failware makes the A7 climb. That side gets shut down. Now trying to drive Shockish onto the cap. Lost possible attempt here, which won't really work either. But after that, trying to push the middle. Failware on the climb, shutting it down very, very hard. Almost losing Kaizu. Barry didn't carry. Yeah.
Blind shot from Shockish not connecting as Coca-Cola comes over to get the proxy spots on Shockish. Zafarchik can proxy spot him or spot him quite easily as well. Maga coming up in support of Coca-Cola, so Niles is going to sit back and shoot with the Kramwagen using its dank turret armor to be able to go hull down and shoot into Shockish. Maga actually looking across to where Breakneck is now that Breakneck spotted. Coca-Cola taking crossfire from Breakneck, so nice little gun line there from the remaining tanks of DiNG to try and save Shockish in the cap. Actually, Breakneck farming damage here on tanks of GoHard. Extra fantasy points for Mojo here as Shockish is getting wrecked in the centre circle.
Great stuff by Niall.
And Niall moving over here to take additional damage. Niall's now on a one-shot. Mary, however, is on a one-shot. Only Breakneck can potentially pull it out the bag, but it is going to be a tremendous match, and it's not going to happen when there's less than a minute, 10 seconds on the board.
Yeah, not really. Failware here, just about missing Breakneck.
Has missed him.
Oh, but Niall might find him.
No. Coca-Cola getting a kill
there we
on
go.
Mary. Breakneck.
Niall found Breakneck. Come on, Niall.
Breakneck shooting into Coca-Cola.
One, Niall.
Come on, switch targets,
2.
Breakneck. No, don't let him farm damage. Failware, get in there! What are you doing, mate? Oh wow, what a bounce.
Hit the gun.
Failware misses his shot. Failware, just rush in. You've got full health, mate. Just go for it. YOLO, Failware, Jenkins. Oh wow. Breakneck connects with him. One more. There we go. A little bit of pride salvaged for my team there, Daki.
Niall still got more out of it, so it's okay. But yeah, we could see obviously what happened. We talked about it in the round. The last 5 minutes of the game was pretty much like Stat Pepe. Yeah. So DiNG goes western side, doesn't play aggressively enough. GoHard have a nice position with 2 batches on the rails. Kuritz gets stuck a little bit on the terrain, gets shut down. Failware makes the A7 climb before DiNG makes their move. They push the middle with 2 bad shots, which results into them losing 2 bad shots, gaining nothing in return. And afterwards, the game was over because they had like 5,000 HP left, I think. And GoHard was sitting pretty on about 10.6. So, rip.
Rip indeed. Rest in pepperonis for Kuritz. He sometimes has some really rough games when he's playing the RU on that map, doesn't he?
Yeah. And that was some bad driving.
Some bad driving. Carry Barry especially, driving into all the rocks. Let's have a look at the stats. I'm pretty sure Annihilator's not quite top damage. Probably Breakneck on top of him. Oh.
Nice when you look at the screen.
I've learned to do that, yes. I've learned not to ask you first because I know that you'll glance down at the screen and outplay me.
But Niall doing better than Failware there. Good stuff.
Yep.
Barry on the first page as well.
Failware doing better than Barry.
Trying to find Alien here, but I don't see
Alien,
him.
I don't know where Alien is, or Positive actually for that matter.
For that matter, yeah.
Not doing well for Mojo.
I have to see on the second page.
I mean, Zafarchik's down at 10 there.
I mean, Alien got some damage. Positive on the other hand.
It's, yeah, that's rough. You would expect better from Positive, much, much better. He's capable of doing much better than that. Zafarchik is the lowest one there for GoHard.
Well, we have a match now, and if we look back at it, if GoHard doesn't, they threw both rounds on Ghost Town, honestly, where they could have easily won.
Yep.
They should have won at least one of those. Would be 3-2 in favor of GoHard. If they won the other one, then it would be 4-2 in the favor of GoHard right now. And the only person they have to blame for not being on 3-2 or 4-2 right now, is
I'm going to let you say it.
themselves.
Ah, okay.
You
I
thought I was
didn't
gonna
want
say-
to single out a player.
You were
I'm
going
like,
to say Niall.
I'm not going to do that. Svarchek, Niall, what do I need to say?
No, I just meant, as a unit.
I was just going to say Carry Barry. It's like okay, so we are at 3-2. We're going to go round 2 here on steps. Teams are going to swap attack and defend. Let's have a look at the lineups. Will we see RT? Will we not see RT?
Yes, no surprise from GoHard coming out with the RT. And look at the lineup from DiNG. The same one GoHard decided to use with 4 batches, Kranwagen 113 and RU251. GoHard, same lineup as DiNG, except they have the RT, which does expand their horizon and it does expand their options. They can play at the rails more effectively, could shoot down on the Kranwagen, and if one big RT shot, one of those connects onto Meritorious, onto Shockish, onto any of the other bad shots, it's ripping pieces.
Okay, yep. It could go any way here. Now, it's going to be Zafarchik on the M40, M43 Daki. Not, I would expect, Annihilator. Annihilator's actually in the 113, so let's jump into the action here on steps. Round 2. DiNG lead GoHard 3-2. It's potentially anyone's game here. Will Karitz last longer than he did the last round on his RU251?
That's always the question, isn't it? He could ask you for some tips on... No, never mind.
Wow, Daki, such BM. Where'd the salt come from? It's almost like he got like purple focused last night or something.
I don't know what you're talking about. But GoHard here going aggressive towards the rails. No real surprise, but RT backed up. They are also climbing one bat trap. Maga, let's see how much they can actually do. And then let's see how DiNG reacts to this.
Failware getting damaged already, as is Carry Barry. Carry Barry taking 2 shots there. Failware has a damaged gun. They were getting caught out there by DiNG. Alien getting splash damage there. 52 damage as he comes rolling out over the hill. Looks like he was trying to do a climber. I mean, maybe it was a blind shot by RT. Kaizu also taking a lot of damage here as well.
Blind shots, I think, even.
Great gun line here from DiNG. They're spitting out damage and barely taking any in return.
Blind shots, I'm fairly certain it was blind shots even. As impressive. Losing a lot of HP already in the beginning here. GoHard. They need RD connections.
Zafarchik's just about to come off a reload. Shockish is spotted. Don't know if he has an angle there. If he does, that's going to be quite a nasty shot. Niall shooting has made Shockish back off, and Zafarchik could have probably hit him there.
Zafarchik not looking towards Shockish right now. Trying to find a 113 even.
I think he has the angle on Shockish.
I doubt it.
Oh, looks like maybe not then. Okay. Karitz has taken track damage. That's probably came from just coming off an area too quickly, rather than... No, definitely not anyone shooting at him from where the position that he's in.
He just came off the hill a little bit too quickly. Got damage tracks. Won't be more than that though. He needs to be careful taking that area of the map, because Maga, if he spots him out, might get some free shots onto him.
Kaizu wanting to peek and shoot. Hulknick is spotted. Kaizu's wanting to go in for it. Hulknick's able to get himself back safe. He's shooting out at somebody else. He's clipped. He's missed here.
Damage on Shockish. Keep in mind.
Hulknick got damaged tracks and a damaged driver here. He's in a lot of position here. Shockish now getting hit with artillery and splashed. Breakneck picking up Kaizu, but Shockish does not have Daki med pack.
Yeah, and the thing is, Kranwagen, only 3 crew members. Only 3. And each crew member, wait, is it each crew member? I'm not 100%. But the crew members help with the loading. I don't know
The
if
commander helps with the loader for sure,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have 6 cents now
I think
as well.
the driver does as well.
Commander's also, I think, the radio operator as well for the tank.
So, yeah, he does not have a medkit. 1 more crew damage, and that's the tank dead as well. Don't forget, if the crew dies, the tank is
Sit there
useless.
full HP and count
Yeah.
as a dead tank.
It will. But Positive made the climb, and I think that it might be the end of this round, honestly.
Nicely done, Positive. Hulknick took a heck of a lot of damage there when he was caught out in the open, but he's managed to survive. So now DiNG with 7 tanks to the 6, arguably 5 of GoHard, because one of them is artillery. Advantage fully with DiNG right now and in control, and it looks like things stay this way. They're going to be going into match point, and it's going to be a hell of a play from GoHard to get back into this.
Yeah, they're already down a lot of HP, 3,000 at this point. And they're completely locked down in that side of the map. Losing Kaizu there might have overstayed a little bit, especially because he got blind fired in the beginning.
And the dangerous thing is here for Shockish as well is he tries to do any kind of hull down peak tactics. He's not going to know when he's spotted. He's not going to be able to move quickly when he does realise he's spotted, and by which time he's probably going to get hit by artillery or at least 3 shots coming into him.
GoHard seems to be expecting the climb here because Collapse is playing very, very careful towards that. Break and Kuriz need to be careful here as well because Maga, I mean, if he gets Kuriz for free, for example, that changes the game again because equal tanks can make something happen. Kuriz got spotted out there.
Breakneck covering into that area. Karit's running now if any shots are going to come out. As for Maga, there's 1 straight into the engine deck. 2 missing. Karit gets himself safe. Karit has got ammo rack there, Daki? Or is that
No,
crew member?
Loader.
Loader. I always get the 2 of them mixed up. Poor Shockish. Shockish just has the gunner in the tank, driving the tank, moving the turret in the tank. He is one multi-skilled single crew member.
Doing everything at the same time.
Everything, yeah. But DiNG are happy to just sit back now because it's GoHard that has to make the moves because they're on attack. DiNG can happily run the clock down just like GoHard were doing in the previous round.
There's not that much possibilities here for GoHard really, but Maga is going to have to come off that hill sometime soon within the next 1-2 minutes because they are going to make a desperate attempt at some point to try and close out the game, but look at the rotations coming out from DiNG. They're putting everybody back towards the north, and I think they will be able to receive this push if it comes out. Kreach is just going to go back, climb the eastern mountain. Break will join the rest of his team.
GoHard haven't moved all match, pretty much. They've just stayed where they are. It's like they don't have a plan B, Daki. They don't know what to do now. They've pushed up to that area, they've been shot, and they've just stayed there. I mean, are they waiting for Ari to make a move? Collapse trying to come around here and get spots on Shockish. Shockish still has a gunner, so Shockish can still do damage to him as he gets 2 shots into him. Collapse now hiding behind that area. Collapse has lost his gunner. Now he's lost his commander on the crossfire shot from Positive. He doesn't have a medipack either. Collapse playing with only 1 crew member. 1-3-1. 1 more shot and he's dead. He's getting good damage into Positive though. Positive just needs to pick out that shot, which he does. Gets a kill into Collapse, but Failware in return gets the kill on Positive.
That was actually a better trade for GoHard than it was for DiNG because Positive on the climb was very vital, but DiNG's coming in for the counter push now.
Breakneck leading the charge into Carry Barry, as there's also covering fire from Elaine, picks out Carry Barry there. Now Elaine taking a lot of damage in return for that, so it's going trade for trade, vehicle for vehicle, but they have spotted Safarchek in at RA, which Elaine gets the kill on. Elaine surviving on a sliver of health, Daki, 1 HP, and he's still swinging. He wants to get a shot into Annihilator.
He does get the shot onto Annihilator, but this round seems pretty over for GoHard. 3 tanks left standing. Maga is still on the climb, and that's going to cost him.
Annihilator going down to Breakneck. Only Failware and Maga left. Failware's up in the area that's going to be really hard to get out. Eventually someone's just going to run over and get up to him. Looks like Breakneck's going to go for it. Or just keep him proxy spotted. Failware can't do anything from here. Maga stuck up on the hill at the back. Nobody to shoot at as he's on a reload. This looks like a comfortable win for DiNG here, Daki. They're going to take it 4-2 going into Runeberg as the final match.
Yeah, and I think this is
Map,
trouble
sorry.
for GoHard because Runeberg, they're winning at 2-0. It's going to be very, very hard. They are defending first. No, they are attacking first on Runeberg, which doesn't make it any better.
Maga trying to find tanks they could clip out. I mean, there is at least 2 tanks here on DiNG on a 1-shot. Alien 1 HP. Iron Jesus on his side, big time.
I think Maga might have stayed a little bit too long, though, in the end. There's no point to be on that hill. So, oof. I'm always expecting somebody to flip coming off of that. Now Maga will come towards Failware. They'll try and make a play together. But we're 1 minute 50 seconds. They need to kill Meritorious. They need to kill Shockish and Breakneck without losing any HP pretty much.
Yep. And DiNG can just sit where they are and run down the clock. Maga's running over basically to drive into his death. Failware, 2 shots. They don't know that obviously in GoHard. Maga coming around, getting a little bit of damage down into the tanks there, but Alien gets the kill on Maga. 1 HP, still doing damage. Maga is going to go down. He gets the kill on Breakneck, but Shockish picks up the kill. So Shockish, who that one crew member, is able to still go down swinging as he actually gets the final kill of the game.
Yeah. I mean, GoHard, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say. Kaizu losing that tank there, very vital. Very vital. Not much else to say. I mean, everything was pretty obvious after that. That collapse, pushing towards the rail, dying. And then afterwards, DiNG realizing with the autoloader advantage they had, still, even with Shockish, coming close, killing them off. Maga out of the fight. Similar to what happened to DiNG, really.
Yep, let's have a look at the damage done in that round and see who came out on top.
So Breakneck here, not a huge amount of damage, but Annihilator, decent amount of damage from him as well. Was he playing Crown Wagon?
Annihilator was in a 1-1-3.
That's what I thought.
Not the Crown Wagon. Shockish was in the Crown
Shockish
Wagon.
was in the Crown Wagon, yeah. Let me check. I'll just check myself.
Annihilator was definitely in the 1-1-3. He was in the single shooter.
Yeah, so
I was going to say that I was going to make a joke with you at the start about it would be a shame for Annihilator to be in a single shooter, but we have seen on steps before 1-1-3s coming up really high damage here.
Well, I mean, the damage is kind of weird because Failware is positioned 6 with 3.2, apparently, which is
so. That's perhaps from a previous round or something. Yeah, this is the last round because Alien's second.
No,
so
Alien's damage is correct and Hooknick's damage is correct as well.
Maybe one of the teams is wrong.
Just the first two I were wrong.
So we'll come back to us and we'll have a little check of that, and then we'll bring up the right stats, and then we'll be able to see where people were. I think that's the easiest way to do that. So, yep, we'll have that sorted out. So, Runeberg's going to be the next one, Daki. How do you see that one going?
GoHard attacking, then this might be 5-2 and be over. It's very hard to attack.
Do you think we're going to get any kind of shenanigans, any kind of unusual tactics?
We might see a CDC tactic again, to be honest. Or VK.
Okay, well, let's look at the stats now in that second round of steps. We should be able to see the correct vehicles now and see where people were.
There we go.
Yeah, we go. Failware at the top. That's what we needed to see. Do you want to say the wrong again? Annihilator 7th there, Daki in the 1-1-3.
Well, Mojo's going to be happy. Break, Positive doing okay. Nile doing semi good. Where's Barry?
Where's Barry? Where's Barry? Where's the far check?
Actually, let's not look at Barry.
Hey, Barry!
Yeah, I mean, yeah. GoHard really needed to win one of those Ghost Town rounds. And then they would be in no trouble right now because it'd be 3-3. Losing Ghost Town 2-0 is pretty much going to lose them this match, I think. If they lose, I think it's lost on Ghost Town.
It's the turning point. Yeah, I mean, it can always be one of those matches. It was always one of those ones where teams were looking strong if they were playing against the Wild Bunch, and they would go in against the Wild Bunch and they would get cap rushed, which was always beautiful to see. I don't know how teams always fell for that, but Wild Bunch were masters of the sneaky cap tactics on Ghost Town. I've not seen any rushes in Ghost Town for a while. Been drawn out fights.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a lot of caps either, but now Runeberg coming in. Feels bad for GoHard because it's either CDC tactic or they're going to play something which is south orientated, which is very, very hard to pull off, especially against a team like DiNG. Maybe the mouse is coming back. Maybe the mouse makes its return. That is always a potential as well.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you could get a mouse being used here, Daki, you sneaky guy. Possibly. I mean, as I was saying, I just hope from GoHard they don't do that North tactic they try to do sometimes because it's never worked for them yet. I think it worked maybe once out of 4. The 2 times I clearly remember Carry Barry just being the first one down within seconds.
Let's just hope that Barry sits somewhere on the back.
Red line snipes again. Okay, well, let's have a look at the lineups, Daki, and see if you predicted it correctly or glanced at a screen. One of the two. Either way, you're right. There is a mouse being used here for GoHard.
Yay! Mouse 113 for 30 tier 9 bad shots and a tier 10 bad shot. That's interesting.
Now, 2 113s, a mouse, object 430. whereas DiNG defensively 2 Batchats, 2 113s, a 50B, a FV 2215 I believe, Daki, is that correct?
FV21, I don't know. But T49 on defense, that is something we don't see very often. I think that is a change because of the CDC.
Well, let's see if GoHard can make this tactic work as we go into 4th map in this match. It is Runeberg.
Runeberg, a mixed type map. The defending team starts the battle on the green, and the attacking team starts at the centre square of the town. Bases are located quite far from each other. Both bases are better controlled from the village when playing a heavy setup. It's better to attack the first base through the top direction with the help of several well-armoured heavy tanks. For the attack on the second base, it's better to use a more mobile setup and either play through the centre or split forces. In general, the map is not easy to play on. Teams often use blind shots and risky shifting of the forces from one flank to another.
And we're off. It looks like the mouse is going north. Daki, DiNG, red team defending into GoHard, purple and black, or blue side if you like, attacking. How's this mouse going to be used? It looks like they might try and block it onto base 1.
Breakneck already getting blind fire in the middle in that bush. Great shot coming out there from Kaizu. That's hilarious. But before anybody says, but Daki, they don't have a CDC available.
Daki.
Why do you say T49 against CDC? Well, because now a lot of teams are trying the CDC North tactic. T49, big HE gun could possibly splash through the wreck. Positive needs to be careful. You can spot it out here.
Shock is getting shot. Positive
Dennis
now
repair
getting
kit.
shot. 2 shots into positive. Not a great start. Now, DiNG are thinking to himself, where's this mouse going to be? Coca-Cola Apps is now spotted going up towards base 1.
The thing is as well, keep in mind, Positive has a decent amount of HP, right? 1040 left. But the thing is always, he had to use his repair kit. Now, without a repair kit playing on the 0 line, you're always going to go more passive because you know that any mistake could be your last.
Is the tactic here to angle the mouse and then put the Batchat up behind him?
Yes, the tier 9 Batcha behind him. So Coca collapsed now on the cap, Maga behind him, and now there needs to be the play from GoHard. I just hope these 113s won't be too late. Is it a bait? They're trying to... Is this going to work though? They're trying to bait out Breakneck even, and it might actually work because Break is about to come around the corner and so are the 113s.
Mouse gets a shot out there as he tries to get a shot into Kuritz. Shock is taking a bit more damage there in the FE215B. Coca-Cola taking shots in the face. He needs to turn that turret in towards the building where he can angle it, but they have an angle here, Mertorius and Kuritz. Mary's able to clip into the mouse. Alien's coming around as well. Caribari gets the kill on Breakneck, meanwhile, as Zafarchek is clipping into Kuritz and then also trying to get a shot into Mary. Another shot into Kuritz, who limps round the corner on 11 health. Bad exchange there for DiNG, and GoHard are sitting comfortably here on HP. Obviously, I was going to say with that mouse, but he's now dead. But now they're jumping into Maga. DiNG are like, nope, no fancy cap shenanigans for you here, mate. We're going to get you pushed over. Hulknick puts him on the side and then kills him. DiNG are taking out the tanks of GoHard. GoHard still have the HP, the advantage, though, Daki, and the gun advantage.
Yeah, this is GoHard's rounds. Honestly, the bait worked out perfectly. Alien Amorak, positive Amorak, no repairs available, I think, at this point. They have the eastern base under control with 2 tanks going on there. A third joining right now, which is Caribari, and these tanks from DiNG, they're still locked down in the north. Now, Kaizu and Zafarchik in that 430 and tier 9 Batcha will hold the middle road. So if the counter push comes across, they should be able to take down Alien. They should be able to take down Hulknick. Alien might even explode at this point.
Alien has been ammo racked. Kuritz is on a 1-shot. Positive could be a 2-shot. Alien 2-shot. Shockish 2-shot. Hulknick is now the focus damage here. So he's coming rushing in to reset the cap. Alien's going to get a spot and shot into Annihilator. But Zafarchik is running as obstruction here. And he actually gets the kill on Hulknick. As you see Kaizu coming around the corner as well, but Zafarchik getting the kill on Alien, 2 kills for him. Caribari now getting the kill on Kuritz, and GoHard are winning this one comfortably, Daki, and that was a fantastic distraction over at base 1 with the mouse.
Yeah, and they even did a lot of damage with it, which is the most important part, dropping some tanks low, even ammo-racking Alien. Kuritz down to 1 HP. Barry versus Positive. This is Barry straight here. He can just peek out and take it. He will get it maybe on the second shot. Nope, just tracks him. Barry can just drive in and finish it off. No, Niall helps him out, which is a great thing. Teamwork between my players, and the cap goes
They
on.
win on cap. Only Shockish alive for DiNG. You said they would need to take both rounds here on Runeberg with the attackers usually having a hard time.
That was great stuff from GoHard and DiNG. Kind of got jebaited into
Jebaited big time.
jebaited
They
into that
over.
one.
I mean, they both went right round the
The thing
corner
is,
to kill that bat chat.
They got jebaited into that one because they're like, oh, look, it's another north tactic coming out from a team, so let's go north and start trying to shoot the mouse and then reset. Breakneck went south, did not expect the 113s, obviously got flanked by the 113s and Barry and the Batchat. Positive running, got ammo racked at the end there, we could see. In the meantime, both tier 9 Batchats, yeah, Maga could have possibly done a little bit more, but he got flipped on his sides. But Zafarchik had some great shots from the back lines. And then where you could see when the cap was on, it was Elin and Hulknik, which were the closest to the 2 113s. They couldn't even fire at Zafarchik because there was 10 seconds left. So if they fire at Zafarchik,
You couldn't reset the cap.
well, they'll have just about reload, but it'd be very close. And then they just died. They reset it and died.
Well, let's have a look at the damage done in that round. It was certainly GoHard in full control there. Top damage, Kaizu, Annihilator, then Zafarchik. So finally he's able to do something for
Well,
anyone
I like
who's
to point out that
anyone who's
guys-
chosen him in the fantasy team will get something for it.
Niall, Barry.
Yep, Niall actually finally getting into the top 5 actually for quite a while. It was quite good for him.
And the cap points. Cap points.
Cap points, vital.
Cap points. Yes, great stuff,
Cap
Niall.
points?
Yeah,
Cap points?
cap points.
Okay.
That's important as well. It adds up, man.
Breakneck and Mojo's team coming 14th place there.
Phil Ware in your team on 12.
Wow, okay, that's
Alien on
unfortunate. Alien, Mojo, it's not happening for you, mate. It's proven quite difficult to pick actually standout players in various teams because some players are having fantastic rounds and other teams are having pretty rubbish rounds.
Good stuff here from GoHard, and they do have a little bit of a history of taking DiNG to tiebreaker. They did it last season as well, perhaps.
Yeah, first round of the first match in season 1, I believe they did it. They took DiNG to tiebreaker.
No, second match.
Second match, okay.
They got wrecked by Utopia in the first.
Now, if this looks like the lineup coming up from DiNG, that's going to be interesting. Teams are
wait, don't spoil
I'm not
it.
going to say anything. Teams are swapping positions now, so it's going to be DiNG on the attack, going into GoHard on the defense.
This is going to take some time. It's going to be a slow round. You know, I hope nobody has to go to the toilet at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, because this might be a slower one. A slower one indeed, isn't it, Ryan?
I'm fine now, mate. I'm fine. I was struggling earlier on, I'll tell you. But it's okay now. We've got the bucket under the table. It's perfectly fine. This round is going to be, I mean, it's vitally important. DiNG on match point could win the match completely. My prediction was 5-3, but I couldn't say which team.
I said 5.
You said 5 something to
4,
DiNG. I think you said 5-4 to DiNG. So could be your prediction.
But let's
look
go
at the
into
lineups.
it, 'cause it's
Let's
gonna
have a
take
look at
some time.
these tank picks because it's interesting. You can talk about them.
Alright, so double TVP FE215B 183 Gorilla Batchat IS4 and AMX 5100 for GoHard, double 50B double Batchat FE215B 113 RU251 DiNG's tactic. Why is there no CDC Daki? Well, listen to this. The CDC, the tracks are not that great to because they're transparent at some point, so you can actually splash. With HE 5100 obviously having a different armor model, when it gets destroyed will be much, much harder.
So they're using the 5100 as the blocker.
Yeah, because it has more. The CDC is just tracks, you know, and at some
Okay.
points you can shoot like at the tracks and reset, but the 5100 has armor on the side. So that becomes a part where you can't splash through as well. So when you flip it over, which is most likely going to happen, it will provide more cover.
Well, let's see if this tactic is going to work or if it's a rope-a-dope. It looks like everyone from DiNG is heading north. DiNG red team attacking into GoHard blue team on the defending. DiNG with this fetching black and white camo, and GoHard with their super awesome Unicum and black camo.
We need to see the 5100 at one point so I can visualize what I said. So you can see, there you can see it, like it has the side armor where the CDC is just tracks, you know?
Okay.
Like the CDC doesn't really have side armor, it's just a track. This armor flipped over becomes a layer that you can't shoot through, you know?
Are they pushing side on Crease?
Yeah, they're going to flip him. They're going to flip him. They're going to flip him.
And they're going to push him up the one road.
Yes. So, wait, what?
Oh, the B
Oh yeah,
line
he's
towards
he's
one.
still going to flip himself. Just wait, watch. Watch. Fail.
Crease.
but they can still flip him on that.
There's lots to play.
Yeah.
This is where it was done.
Oh, they just drive. He just drives like this because otherwise he's not quick enough. And like the thing is, if he's not quick enough, they could possibly shoot him down driving through the B line. So he drives safely. And now he's going to get flipped by
Showcase is going to do it.
Showcase.
Yeah, this is where Yuzne did it as well. Yeah.
Whee!
Bonk.
There we go. Kuritz is on his side. So now this is going to take some while. In the meantime, the tanks from DiNG are blind firing, which is obvious. Let's see if GoHard can deal with this, because this is interesting.
Now,
Very
GoHard
interesting.
look like they know exactly what DiNG are doing, Daki.
Showcase, don't flip him on his roof.
This would be so funny if Showcase ended up on his side.
I can already hear the screams.
Yeah,
If
you can already hear that. And Kuritz will be like...
no, if Showcase flips over Kuritz on his roof, I can already hear a certain Russian...
Niet! Niet, 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 Showcase. This is what you'll be saying.
but he's doing it well. It's very hard to unflip a tank once it's on its side. Like if you just drive into it, it doesn't really flip. You kind of have to, if you do like a handbrake, stop. Like if it's on his side, you drive against him, it's very hard to flip him over, like on his roof. But if you stop like very hard, like go from 40 to like 0, then he flips over. So if you do it gently, it works.
We should put on some like elevator music right now while this is all going on, or we should like really hype it up. Shockish pushing Kuritz here into the cap circle. He's pushing. He's still pushing, Daki. He's pushing now. He's continuing to push, and he's still pushing.
Guess what, Ryan? He's still pushing.
They're still going. Kuritz all the way here, all the way.
Looks like they're going all the way with this 5100 towards the cap. What a play. What a play to make from DiNG. Kuritz, MVP superstar of this round. You can just see the way he has his turret locked. He knows he doesn't need to do anything else.
Taking one for the team here. Kuritz, Shockish pushing his teammate out like a warrior holding his shield in front of him. If your shield was your best friend.
Slowly but surely always wins the race. As Kuritz is the turtle in
Oh.
this one. Disappointing. As Kuritz almost goes onto his roof. Shockish needs to be careful here. Be gentle with Papa Kuritz.
Got to be very careful here. GoHard, seeing this tank moving up the street on its side, completely confused by
They're
this
frozen
tactic.
by fear.
They're like, what's going on here? Is that a graphical glitch? Like, are they trying to push him back on his wheels?
They're frozen. They're frozen. They're perplexed. They have no idea what's happening. They don't even see it coming. Kuritz is shielding the tanks from DiNG.
Caribari and Niall here with shots, but they're saying to each other, am I seeing this right, mate? Are you seeing this right?
I can hear something in the distance. What is it? What is it?
It's a tank on its side.
If Shockish flips over this 5100, I'm going to lose it. I'm just going to lose it.
Now, let's look back at this when Kazna Crew did it.
It was the CDC.
It was a CDC from Yuzne that was being pushed by
Haiba.
Haiba.
But
Haiba had great positioning, but at some point Haiba wiggled and got himself shot. He
But
was
it's
in a
also-
perfect position.
It's also there's no because the tracks they could shoot under the wreck. They
Ah.
could shoot under the wreck a little bit and
Now-
splash. You can't do that with a 5100 because of the extra armor.
If you're watching this for the first time as well, you can see that Shockish's gun barrel is through Kuritz. Now, gun barrels don't have a solid hit model in that you can move them through buildings, you can move them
But you
through
can
other
still
tanks,
shoot
but
them.
you can shoot them. They do register as a shot target. So once Shockish gets Kuritz in place, you'll see him turn his gun to the right into the building to avoid being any splash damage. He needs to push a little bit further. Kuritz is going to get shot at. It doesn't matter, he can still pull the wreckage. Shockish has to be careful that his gun doesn't
There
get
we go.
shot.
There we go. He's on the cap now.
Shockish, turn that gun, mate.
Shockish
Right.
like herp derp derp.
There we go. Now the wall is set. Shockish has to not wiggle here. This is the mistake that was done by
His
Kazna
gun
Crew.
already got hit because you can see the yellow indicator. The gun got damaged. It didn't get knocked out. It got damaged. So he's going to turn his turret all the way around to put it as far away as possible. Because obviously, because of the HE mechanics, hitting a wreck will also splash the gun, which will also reset. And it's now on to GoHard to find a way to get back in here and reset.
Now, how do you do this if you go hard, Daki? Do you have to eventually rush the AB line?
I don't know, man. Like, I've been thinking about this a little bit myself, and with double TVP, it's so hard to get across the A line because they can just track you. Like,
I mean, this is beautifully done. This is a perfect example. And, like, Shockish, turret behind him. and not wiggling, just sitting perfectly there. The danger is if Shockish starts moving that turret and somebody gets a shot on his gun, he's perfectly fine where he is. By the time anyone has to come and flank him, they're going to get exposed by Elaine, who can get the shots in.
Honestly, what needs to happen is the combination play of Zafarchik and maybe even double Batchat. So they start at the same point. Zafarchik makes sure that he's constantly next to the Batchats. They drive across. It requires great coordination, right? Double Batchat with the RU on the side. The RU comes around the corner, eats the damage, like literally eats it. The FETD won't be able to hit the turrets of the Batchats because of the way they're moving, but he eats the damage from the Gorilla, from the FETD even
Positive,
at that point.
just waiting to annihilate him. Here it comes. Nope, they're going for Failware, and Failware's on fire, puts his timers out immediately. Zafarchik is able to get into there, but Elaine is going to be able to get crossfire shots. Zafarchik doesn't have the shot into Shockish yet. Elaine's there in the crossfire. Elaine's actually shot Failware. Elaine's on a reload. Zafarchik could get, that has done a reset. He's got a shot into Shockish. Or Shockish is backed off. He shot the gun barrel.
He's going to be able to reset.
Shockish, what are you doing, mate? Don't do that.
Flip the wreck, Zafarchik. Ram the wreck, boy.
Move the wreck. Like, that would be a great way to do it. Caribari's taking a bit of damage in the background here as well. DiNG are holding the line. Everyone's on a reload. Shockish has to be careful here and not try and shoot Zafarchik. He has to move his gun out of the way.
He's going to peek on Zafarchik now. Where's the crossfire? He didn't connect.
He didn't miss. Oh, he didn't miss. He did miss. Shockish, you could potentially blow this tactic. Zafarchik, move the tank.
Break is now coming towards the middle as well to try and shoot Maga. And it's going to be onto Kaizu.
Zafarchik's doing it. He's ramming it now.
They're down so much HP at this point, though, and it's very, very, very difficult. But time is such a big factor
here. Another shot going into Shockish. That's coming in from Coca-Cola Annihilator. Shockish is not. He is tracked. Shockish, mate, don't do that. Get back in cover. Shockish, why?
Kaizu is like right now he's dead. He needs to trade with Breakneck as well as he can because the TVPs are coming.
Breakneck shooting into Kaizu. Kaizu has 3 shots left. Breakneck's on reload. Kaizu could kill Breakneck, but there is overlap. Elaine gets to kill on Breakneck. Maga gets to kill. Elaine gets to kill on Kaizu, and Maga gets to kill on Breakneck. As we see Maga come down, get killed by Hulknick in return.
Positive came around the corner and hit Maga straight in the face for so much damage, and it's not over just yet. Okay, Positive goes down now, but the cap will start with double TVP, and Barry needs to get in there to reset. They need more resets, and if Mary can make some plays here, it's not over yet. Dane can still win this, and Mary will possibly go towards the middle road to cover.
Annihilator is a one-shot. Coca-Collapse is a one-shot to...
Annihilator is dead.
To the Gorilla. Caribari shooting at Alien. Alien's still full of. Caribari's now getting shot at by Hulknick as well. Double TVPs pulling out the bag. Really nice play by DiNG. Unfortunate from Shockish here. Again, we've still not seen that tactic pulled off perfectly. The people,
Collapse needs to go zero line right now.
The people who push up the tank get stuck.
Because of the time, Collapse needs to go zero line right now. I don't know if he's still spotted, but this the only play is for him to either go zero line or rush the middle straight and reset. Oh, Barry. Getting connected there by Meritorious.
El Diablo damage there. Caribari now in a one-shot damaged engine. Coca-Collapse coming in. There's not enough, or there is enough time to actually cap the base right now. 2 tanks still going in there. Coca-Collapse coming right down to Meritorious. And Meritorious is going to peek round the corner. He can take a shot, and he's going to one-shot Coca-Collapse the minute he's spotted.
Honestly, Barry needs to push forwards first and take the damage, because Collapse is most likely to
perfect
reset.
timing.
Oh, man. Collapse is dead.
Oh, 6-5-2, low roll. Meri could go down to Coca-Cola, but he wants to get in for the reset. Has to do it. 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the reset. Last second reset.
Barry needs to survive.
Alien getting the kill. Nope. Meritorious picks up Caribari right to the wire there. Unlucky GoHard. So close. DiNG pick up the round, pick up the map, pick up the match. 5-3.
That was such a clout.
That was clutch. That was interesting. That was a great match.